Is there anyone else who might have had contact with her?
This was everyone.
Aaron Barnes did.
Participant media sets out to make movies that both inspire and entertain audiences. And we've made a number of movies with Warner's over the years. And in the case of Contagion, we were really inspired by what Steven and Scott and Michael and Stacy were setting out to do with the material, which was to make something that was very real, very authentic, very frightening, but also really exciting and could be sold, we believed, as a thriller so that mainstream audiences would be excited about the material and see it in a way that wasn't just a polemic or see it as something that was going to be too earnest or high-minded, but something that was going to actually scare them and entertain them. And I think for everybody involved with the movie, taking that authenticity to the highest level, we worked with scientists. When Scott Burns was writing the movie, he interviewed many of the world's leading epidemiologists and worked with scientists, and we actually helped introduce him to a lot of people that are professionals in the field, the real-life virus hunters.
Listen, it's quite possible you come in contact with an infectious disease and that you're highly contagious. Do you understand?
It has enough of the conventional satisfactions of the genre, which is, I guess, a medical thriller. So Sue did a great trailer and a great campaign, and when people got there, it gave them everything they thought they were paid their money for and something different. And you can never lose by entertaining with something different as long as you provide the classic stuff, and I think that's why it's worked so well.
Mother, I don't like to dance. I don't like to dance with anyone, but mostly I don't like to dance with women. I think it's time you knew this. And I find it humiliating, and I refuse to be publicly humiliated.
Edgar, stop.
For me, it was really pertinent to today. That's the key thing, both politically and personally. Politically, here was a guy who very early on learned that if he could scare the American public enough, whether it be with communism or radicalism, whatever it was, he could get them to let go of some of their rights to privacy, some of their civil liberties. And that's certainly still going on today. We see it going on right now in Congress. And then personally, here was a young, promising guy, young man who helped organize the Library of Congress, understood that we needed federal laws in this new era of the United States, and yet he wasn't able to love, and his society said no, and his family said no, and that left a hole that turned him into a monster. And I thought, we're doing that today still as well to some of our young people. We're telling them that perhaps fame and public adoration are more important than love and family, and I don't want to have a whole new generation of Hoovers out there. So in that way, it was, I think, a very important cautionary tale. And certainly it felt like a great thematic mirror to Milk, kind of the opposite of Milk in many, many ways.
I am extraordinary, but the one resists me.
There is no one more powerful.
There was a personal aspect to it. I'd been to a school, a British public school, not unlike Hogwarts, admittedly no magic, but not unlike Hogwarts. We have all had teachers like Dumbledore or Snape or Hagrid. We've all had friends, who we've grown close to and fallen out with, and I think we all feel in some way like outsiders. And I think these films are very much about a group of outsiders.
You have your mother's eyes.
The last film of 8, bringing the series to a conclusion that didn't disappoint. It's no easy task. You're building to a final confrontation between Voldemort and Harry. That's very easy to screw up. And I don't think David Yates did. I think his talent is really remarkable. I mean, he's just the most fantastic director, always searching out the truth in every moment.